It was 1939, and war had just erupted across Europe. But far from the front lines, another battle was brewing, one that would stretch across the vast waters of the Atlantic. It was a battle for survival, a battle that would determine the very fate of the war. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Historic Wars. The Battle of the Atlantic was unlike any other. It wasn't fought with tanks or soldiers on the ground, but with submarines, destroyers, and merchant ships that all struggling for control of the ocean. For Britain, it was a matter of life or death. Cut off from the rest of Europe, they relied heavily on supplies coming from across the Atlantic. Food, fuel, and weapons were transported by convoys, lifelines that kept the war effort alive. But lurking beneath the waves were the German U-boats, silent and deadly. Their mission was clear: to sink as many of these convoys as possible, starving Britain of resources and crippling the Allied war effort. And for a time, it seemed they might succeed. Between 1939 and 1941, U-boats wreaked havoc on the Allied ships, sinking thousands of tons of supplies and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The Allies struggled to protect their convoys, and the losses were mounting. But the tide began to turn in 1941. The Allies had a few tricks up their sleeves. They developed new technologies like sonar to detect U-boats and depth charges to destroy them. And then there was the cracking of the Enigma code, which allowed the Allies to intercept and decode German communications. The game had changed. Armed with this new information, the Allies began to fight back, organizing their convoys more efficiently and striking U-boats before they could attack. As the war progressed, the U-boats found themselves increasingly outmatched. By 1943, the Allies had built more ships, created better defenses, and deployed aircraft to patrol the vast ocean. The hunters became the hunted. One by one, the German submarines were destroyed, and the Atlantic was slowly wrested from their grasp. The significance of the Battle of the Atlantic extended beyond mere supply lines. It was a test of endurance, innovation, and resolve. The Allies had to adapt to the ever-evolving tactics of the U-boats, leading to advancements in naval warfare that would shape future conflicts. The lessons learned during this relentless struggle forged a new era in military strategy. With the sea lanes secured, the Allies were able to launch the D-Day invasion in 1944, bringing the fight directly to Nazi-occupied Europe. The Battle of the Atlantic had been long and brutal, but in the end, the Allies emerged victorious. Without control of those waters, the course of the war might have turned out very differently. Thanks for watching. For more history videos, be sure to subscribe.